Hey guys, it's Blue Jay Artist here. And today we are going to talk about the sexuality of OCs. I make my comic. It's called Jay's Path, and I have many different sexualities for my characters. And I've had this question dropped a lot in my inbox lately, like why did you choose to make, Quill homosexual, or why did you choose to make the main character bisexual? And I thought I'd just talk about it because I think it is a subject that could be expanded more than me just saying, oh, I just think it's, blah, blah, blah. I just think I'd want to share my opinion more with you wonderful people. And before I do go into more detail here, I would just like to note that this video is extremely opinionated, and if you're homophobic or you're against like different kinds of sexualities, you probably don't want to watch this video because it's probably going to offend you, and I'm sorry if it does, but my videos are for opinions and for all opinions, even if they don't seem to be that nice or good. So I'm sorry, but this may offend you. Really big warning about that. I don't want a huge debate started over, gay marriage and all that stuff. But, so to start this off, I am, pro-gay marriage, and I believe that everybody has the right to believe in whatever sexuality they think they are. I'm asexual, so I believe in that very strongly. I know that there is a huge range of different sexualities, and I think that's really cool that there's so many unique people out there. And I don't think that those people should be shamed for, being who they are. I mean, that's awful. But saying that, when people ask me about my characters and why I've made them different sexualities, it's a lot more interesting because I'm not saying that heterosexual people are bad, or characters, or cats, whatever, but whatever your character is, it gets kind of repetitive. Like, this is even if you just have all heterosexual characters, or you have all, just if they're all the same sexuality in general, it seems kind of boring to me. That may just be me. Like, even if all the characters were homosexual, I would think that was a tad bit boring. But that would be just me. I don't know. I know people that would love to read a story with just gay characters, but I would like to see, like, asexual characters and pansexual characters and all those different sexualities. Because I think when you combine them together or just make characters different sexualities, it makes them a lot more interesting. And when I say that, I'm not saying they're solely defined by their sexuality. Like, my character Quill, she's homosexual, but that doesn't define her. She is caring, she's compassionate, she is all these different things. It doesn't have to do with her being homosexual. That's just a small fraction of what her character is. And that's true for many other characters, like Jasper Lizard's Two-Faced comic. I believe Asha is pansexual. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. But that doesn't really define her character at all. It's just a small section of who she is. Raining Rose. I think I said your username right. I'm sorry if I didn't. She has her character Breeze, for example. He is homosexual as well. But that doesn't define his character at all. It's just, what I mean by, it makes the characters different, I'm not saying their sole defining characteristic is their sexuality. That would make the character quite bland. But no, all these creators of all these comics and animations and all that other stuff, they make the characters, they have their sexualities, but yet they also build on their character even more. It's just not the sexuality that really sticks out. And I love to see more creators of characters or art or whatever do that. I think it's really awesome. And I just don't get why people are against it. I mean, obviously there's the whole homophobic people don't like this, and I totally respect your opinion, but I don't know. I don't really see what the issue is with people making their characters different sexualities. In my comic, there is a girl X girl couple that's being quite hinted at, and it's with the main character. And I have gotten some messages that are not very nice saying, oh, this character and this male character, Jay and Ashes should be together. And I'm just thinking, you know what? That is such a stereotypical type of couple. I've seen couples that could be, like, I've seen Jay and Ash's couples everywhere. Like, they grew up together, they have a crush on each other, but they never admit it. And it's that kind of thing, and I've seen that like a million times. And when I was developing this comic, I was like, I don't want this comic to be very stereotypical, or I don't want it to seem like people have seen it at other places. That's why I chose to have a girl X girl couple. I know there are some other comics and animations with girl X girl couples, like Rory has Demon of the Night. I think that's what it is. I'm sorry if the title's wrong, but she has Night and Fox, and that's a girl couple. That's super cool. Kudos to you. But I just hadn't seen girl X couples in very many stories, so I really just wanted to incorporate that couple, especially because I wanted to make the main character really just, I wanted her to stand out, because that's what the main character is supposed to be. I mean, obviously her design and everything, but I wanted to also show that it's okay to have a different sexuality than be heterosexual. Once again, nothing wrong with being heterosexual. It's just the kind of default, I think, and I think we should change that, but I'll get into more detail about that later, possibly. But what I'm saying is that she is bisexual, and that's totally okay. And she's, a good character, and she is, the main character, and it's okay for the main character to be a different sexuality. And I just wanted to show that in my story. And now I'm talking about how my story, there's all these different sexualities, and I'm not just focusing on the sexualities in my story. That's not like the main plot. They're to the side, like the romances are. It's just, I'm talking about the sexualities because this is an OC Sexualities Rant. Isn't that fun? So don't go in the comments being like, you only care about sexualities in your stories, and you don't have any plot or anything. There's a whole plot that you can go see. It's an actual plot. This isn't a whole story about romance. And I don't know why people get so offensive about characters being like that. Like I said with Jay and Ashes, I just feel like it's really stereotypical, and I may make a rant about this later, but I'm not positive. I find it really bad that, like, whenever a male and a female, like, meet or share 2 words, everybody's like, OMG, new couple, or they think that they're always going to end up in the end, and that's not the case. And can't there be platonic relationships with a guy and a girl? Is it really that difficult? I'm probably going to make a rant about that later. But for now, let me just say I hate that. Why can nothing be platonic? But people may say, oh, well, Jay is bisexual. Why can't she just, like, quit as a friend? Because that's the whole idea of romance, people. Huh? Also, the whole thing people are talking about, how, like, the Quill and Jay aren't developed. Well, they just met each other and they're starting to develop. So let's give them a little time and just let them bloom, and let's not be mean to them about their relationship just because it's girl X girl, because that is very homophobic. But let me just say, to end this, people who have OCs that are different sexualities, homosexual, pansexual, bisexual, heterosexual, all these different ones, kudos to you. You are being very creative. You're spreading your ideas out, new possibilities. Good for you. And I support gay rights and all those things. And I'm sorry if you don't. Maybe this video is just not for you. So please don't go flaming in the comments and turn this into some religious debate or debate about something. I want this to solely be about creators and their OCs and having to do with sexualities of their OCs. I hope you respect this opinion. I hope you respect this video. Please be respectful to people in the comments. Blue Jay Artist out.